and welcome out to the Unscheduled podcast. I'm your host, Zach, along with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend.
That's me. It's Javi. Oh man.
I don't think you were ready for that, like just that epic intro.
Yeah. No, but thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So,
Oh
we're
man.
back.
Yes, we are.
I
Oh,
know
it
it's been
feels good.
about, I feel like it's maybe been a 2 week hiatus, I think.
Yeah, sort of hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was unintentional, but it's unscheduled, so that's what this is for.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of this format. Is like, there's no pressure to like get a
Yeah.
episode out.
Yeah,
Every
that's
so
the whole
often.
reason I did that. Obviously, we're not going to do it's going to be an entire year before we ever get back to an episode. I would hate that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
How you been though? How you been?
oh man, what a question. So I got up at
Okay.
around like 8:30 today, and that was pretty good. But like. I was gonna make breakfast, but then my dad took me. He was like, "Hey, you want to go for a walk with Benji?" Also, if you guys don't know, Benji's my dog, and I was like, "You know what?
Benji
It,
now coming to our store soon. Benji plushies coming to the store soon.
I wish people could experience Benji because like Benji is like a very cute dog, and he's very nice most of the time, but he can be a real challenge when he's a
Your
piece of
your dog
shit.
is a
Like when he's
riot, dude. Your dog is a massive riot.
Yeah, but anyways, I went on the walk, and then I was like,
Yeah.
there's not really that much time before, you know, so the premise of today's episode, we'll get into that. But
Yeah.
before I could go out, I wanted to make breakfast, but then I realized, there's not enough time. So I went out and I bought the stuff that I needed for today's episode, and I
Yeah.
dropped it off at Zach's house. Um, and
Don't
then I
worry, we
came back
social
home.
distance and everything.
Yeah,
I actually didn't even see when he dropped it off. He just dropped it off, told me, "Hey, it's there," and I picked the stuff up, and I was like, "Damn, being a freaking ninja today, man."
yeah, no, we followed the protocol and everything, so there's no worries about that. But
Yeah.
anyways, I dropped off that stuff and I went back home, and then I actually saw my parents leaving for the appointment they were going to go to. On the way back, and I was like, oh hey, they asked me, hey, is everything good? You're gonna be all right? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. I get back home, and I realized the door's locked. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll bust out the key. The key was not on my lanyard.
Oh my
I was,
gosh,
I I
dude.
I was mesmerized because I could not believe that I somehow, in the process of like this whole like thing, I just forgot my key to my home inside of my house. So basically, what I did was I called my parents, and they were like, "Oh, do you need us to go back?" I was like, "No, go to do your appointment. It's fine." And then for like the next hour and a half, I was just sitting in my car, watching Zach stream. By the way, you should follow
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So,
Twitch.tv, Zach the Street Fighter.
thanks, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was streaming at the time, and I was I was just doing my own thing, having my stream, and then Javi always pops into my streams because he supports and stuff, and he's also a mod, so
Yeah.
it is what it be. But yeah, he pops in and then he's like, "Hey, I'm going." And he's like, "Hey, just got back." And then all of a sudden he says, "I got locked out of my house." And I read that in the chat, and I'm just like, "No,
Yeah.
no." And I think that's exactly how I sounded when I read that.
Yeah, so for like the next hour and a half, I watched Zach stream, and then like at that point, I still hadn't eaten yet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but then like I was sitting in the car, and then I realized, wait, I have the car right now. I can just go get some lunch.
yeah. See, that was the thing. I was like, okay, at least he has his car that he can just go somewhere, grab
Yeah,
food, and go.
honestly, I was thinking about like, just going on like a little journey, like
Yeah,
just go get lunch, maybe go to like a park or something. But
yeah.
then I realized, nah, I have to come back and like actually do stuff later.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We
yeah,
also had the podcast and stuff, but no, that
yeah,
would have been really cool. Just an adventure for the day.
no,
Like,
yeah.
have no plan whatsoever. You just know you're gonna go out,
Mhm.
and then just see what happens. That's actually, if it weren't for Corona, I feel like I would do that one day.
Absolutely, yeah. But anyways, that kind of leads us to what we're gonna do today.
Yeah. So okay, kind of jumping topics, really.
Hmm.
So I was talking about this the other day with our friend of ours, Abby14 Winky Face. Plug in her
Yep.
real quick. So I was talking with her, and we were going through some stuff. I don't know how this topic came up, but she was telling me how like I think I heard her pop open a can of something, and I'm like, oh, what are you drinking? And she's like, oh, it's this product called Jumex, and I'm like, what is that? And she's like, wait, you're Latino and you've never even heard about this before? And I'm just like, well, time to revoke my Latino card.
Yeah, yeah. So when Zach was pitching this idea to me, and he told me about how he had never had Jumex, I also kind of had the surprised Pikachu face. I was like,
I don't know. I've
what?
never seen it. I promise you, I've just never seen it. Like, it's not that I avoided this product or anything.
Yeah,
I just never saw it.
yeah. It's honestly pretty iconic, like the
Yeah,
can
and
itself.
like I'm surprised. I know we're about to get shit from some of our friends later. I know we are. I don't know
Right.
who specifically is going to be on my case, but um anyway, so I also listen to another podcast called Here's Zach with another podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to so many and I'm starting to lose track of them all. Um I listen to a podcast called Face Jam. Go check them out on Spotify or on well, they're part of Rooster Teeth, but it's also their own independent thing. I don't know. Anyway, check them out on Spotify, Face Jam Pod, and you can find them on Twitter at Face Jam Pod. Not sponsored, not affiliated. We're just they're a really good podcast.
Right.
So
Yeah.
their whole shtick is that they go and try any like fast food trend that's out, and
Mm.
then rate it on a scale of 1 to 100, and
Oh wow.
tell you what it's about.
Right.
So for me, what I ended up doing, and so I was watching an episode of theirs, and they called it a snack attack episode. So what they would do is they would take a random snack, do a one bite take on what they thought of the snack, and I'm like, we can't do the fast food thing right now for more obvious reasons,
Right. Yeah.
but we could keep it to like a one place thing of
Hmm.
like just these snacks. So I'm like, so I messaged up Javi and I was like, hey, why don't we do just a Latino snack reviews of ones we've never heard of, and then like ones we've had. The rule was both of us were gonna put one product we've both had on the list. Everything else is something at least one of us hasn't had.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty much where we are right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm
So,
pretty excited for this.
oh yeah, me too, me too. So I
Yeah.
really want to see what this tastes like. And then,
Hmm.
so we're gonna do our scale of 1 to 100 of what we think.
All right.
We can. So the whole thing is we have to bite once. That's the rule. Is we bite once, see how it tastes, and then that's it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So the
Yep.
first thing we're trying. So this is from Javi that he found. It's called Chicky.
It's pronounced cheeky, but yeah.
Cheeky. Okay. Cheeky. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
this is very popular in Costa Rica.
Okay. So it is cheeky, and it is a like vanilla wafer thing.
It's like
I
a
don't know.
cookie
I
with
don't know if
it's
you
like a
guys can
cookie
hear.
with vanilla cream on it. So basically, this is what it is. It's three cookies on top of each other, and one it's like two cookies are like held together, kind of like a sandwich, and then there's one on top of it, right? That's
It
like
looks like
not like
half an Oreo.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So in Costa Rica, there's actually this huge debate about whether or not you put the cream on your actual tongue or on the roof of your mouth,
Okay.
and you can do it whatever way you
I
want.
was
But
gonna say
personally,
let's
for
just.
me,
I mean, we have multiple cookies, so let's just do
yeah,
both.
right, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So and for you guys at home, I apologize now if this sounds ridiculously bad, as we either crunch, unwrap, or
Yeah,
snap something open. So
yeah.
yeah,
This,
let's go. Okay. Ready?
alright, cool.
One bite. Take. Three,
All right, sounds.
2, 1. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
The initial flavor to me is a little dry. Like
Right.
it tastes like a regular like those dry cookies you get like at any store.
Right.
But the cream definitely hits different.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the cream is definitely the best part of it.
Yeah, so I did mine with cream to mouth of Ruth
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
first. So on my, I'll do another bite and see how that tastes. But but like tasting this, if I were to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 100, like the aftertaste isn't too bad. I'm feeling the aftertaste.
Right.
If I were really to be like, hey, this is what I want,
Mm.
I think for me, I think I would give this like a 70.
Right. Fair.
Yeah, 70 out of 100.
Mm. Oh, it's
Yeah.
interesting. For me, I would say this is a pretty solid snack. I wouldn't really have it. I wouldn't really go out of my way to have it, but I'd say it's pretty good. For one packet, like six of these is pretty good for a
Yeah,
snack, I would
no, no.
say.
This seems like a really good deal.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I'm surprised these aren't sold at more places, to be honest.
yeah, what I do think is disappointing is the fact that you can't really like at least here, you almost always have to buy them in the packets.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can't buy like a single one of the sleeve of these. You have to buy like a whole packet of like 10 of them, which really sucks because like I feel like if you could buy these
yeah,
individually, it'd sell pretty well. I feel like.
yeah. I feel like if you did this one, like the one pack things, like they
Right.
already do that enough with Oreos and like other
Yeah,
snacks.
exactly.
Excuse me.
You're good. You're good.
Wow, that feels chalky.
No, yeah, I will say that. Yeah, it is pretty chalky. The texture of biting it into it.
Yeah, yeah. Oof, that
Uh,
I don't know. That might take away some points actually for me.
mm.
I think that I'm
Well,
gonna
for me,
revise that score for just for
right.
the chalkiness alone. I'd be like, that's a 63.
60. Okay.
Yeah,
For
63.
me, I like it. I'm not sure I would put it above some of the other things here that I've
Yeah,
tasted or like some of the other things I've had. I
yeah,
would say
yeah,
maybe like a 75 purely because I like grew up with this
yeah.
and
No, that
also
makes sense.
everything else I
Yeah,
mentioned. So,
yeah.
yeah,
75. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with 63. You're doing 75.
right.
So like an average score of, let me math real
69.
quick.
It's
68.
69. 69.
69. Nice.
Nice. Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
it has a nice score. All right. I
Obligatory,
mean,
nice.
yeah. All right, now let me do an unofficial rating because I'm going to flip it over and
Okay.
put the cream side on my tongue
All right.
and see if that changes the flavor at all for me. All right, so here I go. You know what? I think it does change the flavor just a little bit.
Right? Yeah. It's more of a preference thing.
Yeah. I think I would definitely like it more cream side down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's definitely what I want to do. I would do this cream side down if you guys were to have it, and that's only my personal opinion, but you know, if you guys want to try it either way. Like I said, it's like half an Oreo. I would
Yeah,
say if you
basically.
like an Oreo whole, like if you like biting just a whole Oreo, then I would say definitely do the like cracker or cookie side up to like the
Mm.
cookie side to the top of your no, the cream.
On the
Hold on.
roof of your mouth, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The yeah. So yeah, the cream. If you like licking the individual ones, then it's definitely cream to tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I would that would be my take on that. But yeah. I mean that was pretty good though. Like I could get this as an afternoon snack. I'd be down for it.
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
like something you take in your lunch. That'd be a nice little dessert. Again, it's not the greatest, but I'd say 65 unofficial score
Mhm.
with with the new perspective on it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be where I'm at. Okay. So yeah, 65 unofficial, 63 official. Okay.
All right.
So
So
on to
let's
the
do.
next one. This is one of my personal favorites, and I haven't had these actually in a little while, just because I haven't been able to find them. But
Hmm.
ironically, they sell these in like 3 or 4 different sizes.
Hmm.
So, um, so for those at home who like cook or who favor cooking, you may know of a brand called Goya.
Hmm.
Like Goya is pretty much in everything when it comes to any Latin food. Like I've even seen Goya drinks, which really threw me for a loop the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I've seen those as well. Yeah.
I was just like, damn, these exist. I've never had them. So who knows? Maybe we'll do that for another time. But
Yeah.
like, I was just like, nah, I was like, nah, I don't want that. But anyway, so these are something from my childhood, and they are Goya cookies, and they are essentially the best way to put it. They doesn't really have a flavor, but the best way I could put it is that they're like buttermilk cookies.
Mm.
Like that's the best way I can describe it. But for me, I would definitely say that this is something like the thing is they never you can't you have to buy this in packs. It's never just like a couple cookies. Like the
No.
smallest
Yeah.
pack I think is like 10 cookies, and then it goes
Hmm.
20, and then it starts doing like more of the 20 packs. Like so the smallest you buy is 10, then it's
Hmm.
20, then it's like a pack of 2, then it's like a pack of 4, and I
Mm.
think the most I've seen is like a pack of 20.
Yeah, this one actually has 35 cookies. Just looking at it.
Oh wow. Okay. Then yeah. Then they have another size that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. This says is like 7 ounces. What will never surprise me though is this: Goya
Mhm.
cookies make me want to eat more of them, but they
Oh yeah.
also fill me up so quick.
100% on the point about like wanting to eat more of them. They have like a very addictive taste. It's very easy. It's very inoffensive in a good way. Like
Yeah.
it's very appealing to a general palate, I think. Not to sound like too snobby or anything like that, but
No. No.
like
No. No. No.
I
No. No.
think yeah, but like it's very appealing to like a wide range of like, flavors, I definitely think this is a great thing, but
Yeah.
with that being said, why don't we give this a taste?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing, just for the viewers or not viewers, listeners at home, we also have water with us, so we're kind of like trying to reset our tummies a
Yeah,
little bit after every snack.
great point. Actually, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, I just did that right now, so I'm just like. Only part that really sucks about the Goya cookies is that their packaging is like, if you can't find the little red tab they give you, it's near impossible to open.
I did not even try to go for a red tab. I just, ripped it open.
Oh,
uh,
damn. Oh no,
I'll
mine came
put.
already crushed. Oh no. I'm trying to save it.
Oh no, were you able to save it, Zach?
Sort of. There's like the cookie at the very front is just like completely destroyed.
Oh Jesus.
All the other ones are fine, but it's just the very top cookie.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, Zach.
Yep.
Just to kind of preface this, it's
Yeah.
been a while since I've had these like regular Maria cookies. The ones my parents buy are like the reduced sugar ones, and
Really?
those are fine. But it's been a while since I've had like these like basically what you would call like full flavored ones. So I'm pretty interested to see what these taste like.
That's interesting because to me it's like Goya cookies never have had a lot of sugar to begin with.
Exactly, right? So it's
Compared to like
like
others you see on the market, Goya
mhm,
cookies have always been like less sugar.
right.
So the fact that there's like the fact that there's a reduced sugar version to me is just like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, no, but I'm definitely interested into seeing, remembering something, having that like Ratatouille scene. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, no kidding, no kidding. Like, and I haven't had these Goya cookies. I would say probably it's been like it was probably a month before Corona like really hit
hmm,
was like the last time I had them.
wow,
Yeah. I don't know. We're just not like I haven't been going to a Latin market that much lately, and for good reason. Again,
yeah, fair enough.
yeah.
But
Like
anyways,
for us,
let's.
the benefit we have is that we were able to pop in. We're
Hmm.
both Javi and I can pop into our local Latin market very quickly and in and out. But like if
Right,
we
yeah,
try going to any fast food place, we have to be there for a time. Like we're definitely being there for a time,
absolutely.
and the less we have to expose ourselves to other people, the better.
Yeah, seriously.
And yeah, but okay. All right, I got my cookie ready. You
Same
got
here.
yours? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mm, that is good.
Hmm.
That is good.
Immediately, something that kind of jumps out at me is like kind of what you were saying. It has like a very it's not like the same as a butter cookie, but it does have that kind of quality of just like the smoothness of it, and like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at the same time it has a very nice crunch.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
satisfying to bite into it. Um, yeah, no, what do you think, Zach?
So I think so. Weirdly enough, my favorite part about this is not what you would think. My
Mm,
favorite part about this cookie is not the initial taste. It's the aftertaste you get after it.
yeah, I'm actually getting a little bit of that right now. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no, the aftertaste to me is like the better part of the cookie itself. And I feel like
yeah,
that's where it gets you and you wanting to get more because you just want to keep
yeah,
that flavor in your mouth. So you just keep eating more.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
for me what it is that what it is for me is like how I work it is just like every time I have them, I get like two or three, and then I have to hard cut myself off because I'm like, if not, I'm gonna go through the entire pack. But they,
No, seriously. Yeah.
yeah, but they
Like,
also fill me up, which is the weirdest part to me because they don't look like they would fill you up.
yeah, they're not thick, but they're also not like they're pretty they're relatively thin. So you
Yeah,
wouldn't think just looking at it like, oh, two or three of these will like fill me up. But if you take your time with these and like actually savor the flavor,
yeah,
it'll actually like pretty leave you pretty satisfied, I think. And you know,
yeah,
the funny thing is, immediately when I was having this, immediately I thought to myself, I really wish I had coffee or milk so I could dunk these in.
yeah, yeah. No, I
Like,
get that. I get that. Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
that's like that in and of itself is such a wonderful experience.
I remember the other weirdest part about this to me is I guess you could say it's like, um, I've seen like any elderly person in Latino household, like for that, they
Hmm.
always have these.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying this is only an old person food because by no means is it. Like, I've seen a bunch of
No.
people eat this, but every single time I went to like a like elderly relative's house, they always had these cookies, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just like a lack of they don't need to worry about their health or anything, or like they're just living their best life.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, how do you do this? Like I don't know. I was like, damn, y'all get to have the best stuff.
I mean, my great grandma is like 95, and she drinks like coffee and eats bread every day for for breakfast. So I mean, she's doing something
Maybe
right.
that's the secret to life:
Yeah.
coffee and bread.
No, yeah. I mean, dude, dead ass. Like that's literally all they pretty much eat at a certain point in their
Yeah,
lives.
yeah. Okay, so I went first for the last one. What would you score this?
I would definitely say based off of like kind of like you said, like the mouthfeel, and
Yeah,
also just the flavor itself is like very subtle, but but like the taste afterwards, like you said, like if we weren't limiting it to ourselves to like one cookie, one bite, I would
yeah.
probably have this as like my afternoon snack.
Oh
So
yeah,
I would
oh
say
yeah.
based off of that, this is a solid like 85 for me.
Yeah, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all by like the size or not the size, the score you gave it there.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, going off of that, just like the fact of like how easy it is to like consume these. One more detail I forgot to talk about was like these melt in your mouth.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this isn't like no, go ahead, go ahead.
oh no, no, I think you were getting onto that as like as soon as like these pretty much like as soon as you like chew on them and like it hits your tongue, it basically dissolves immediately.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I think is another great part about it. It's like it's not a hard crunch with every bite. It's
Hmm.
like you bite and then it becomes it dissolves very quickly and it goes down really easy.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think for me it would be 90.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
90. The
Yeah,
only reason I wouldn't give it higher is because they're very easy to break and there's a
that's
bunch of
true.
dust you get with them when you open the pack. That's the only
Absolutely.
reason. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean that's what it is for me. Um okay, so we have a couple others we can still go through.
yeah. And
Um
I think it should be pretty easy to get through though, since we are doing the one bite system.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I say we do one more, and then we'll save everything else for a part two. What? A part two? For Unscheduled? Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be a part two.
I'm pretty sure is like a first for our podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, like we've connected back to older episodes, but yeah, we're gonna do a part two because like for this one, it's kind of just like it's a matter of like when we are kind of hungry and like when we want to do this. So it's like we're doing the takes as we can.
Yeah, and we also don't want diabetes. So,
Yeah.
uh,
That's the one thing. It's
yeah,
like these really vary in sugar.
yeah.
These really do. So minus the water we have.
Everything
Right
else
now.
here is pretty like sweet, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Everything, yeah. Except for maybe one or two things we have, everything else is very sweet.
yeah,
But that's kind of the snacks from like Latin stores that I've seen.
absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Besides
yeah,
the water we have, we're gonna need something else to wash this all down.
I agree.
So we're going to what started it all. We are going with Jumex. Now, this for me is my very first time having Jumex. I have never had this before whatsoever. I didn't even know it existed until last week. Or
Yeah,
like I guess a week before the time of this recording. I realize people don't know when we're recording this, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's besides the point. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be having. So I guess tell me a little bit about this, Javi, because I have like no knowledge on this whatsoever.
right. So Jumex is pretty famous for in the fact that instead of going with like traditional juices, which are like very clear in the flavor and very like pretty like it's very sweet, obviously. But what's different about this is that there's a much higher percentage of juice in this, which means that it's not really made with like a syrup or like that much sugar. It's very much based on like sort of bringing out the flavors of the fruit itself, and that's why they call it a nectar as opposed to juice.
Yeah, so if you guys ever get a chance to look at these cans, either go to an international market or a Latin market, and right here I'm looking at it, and it says 29% juice. And
Yeah,
when I look at like Tropicana, Minute Maid, stuff like that, they usually are like 1%, 2% juice.
yeah,
So yeah, I know they water their stuff massively and throw a bunch of sugar.
yeah, absolutely.
And honestly,
But
this has way less sugar than what I anticipated.
honestly, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a pretty good amount. But
Oh yeah, it is a very high amount. I'm probably gonna drink this, and then that'll be it for me and sugar for the day, if not like
yeah,
2
seriously,
days.
yeah.
So I say get another Goya. No, you know what? I just reset my palate. Better not get another Goya cookie before this.
That's the Goya cookie working right there. It's like
Yeah,
it's
no,
trying to
no.
get you
See,
to
there it
eat
is.
one more.
It's coming back to me. It's coming back. I'm
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
why? I swear,
Yeah,
Goya
but
cookies can be their own addiction sometimes.
seriously, but this the one I forgot to mention, the one we have right now is the apple nectar, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
one of the more iconic flavors. So I'm
yeah,
I'm actually really looking forward to this.
yeah. The flavor I saw was strawberry when I found it. So
Yeah,
we'll see how this
there's
goes.
strawberry, and then also there's strawberry banana. They have a bunch of
Really?
sort of like more tropical fruits as well. They have
Gotcha,
sour soup,
gotcha.
which is called guanabana in Spanish, and then they also
Huh.
have guava.
Guava. See, I would probably try guava because
Absolutely, yeah,
I don't know if I would like the guava fruit. I've never actually had guava fruit.
yeah. But the juices and like the products of guava are amazing.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I've had guava cake, and I've had like a guava like it was almost like almost like think of a fig Newton that was like
yeah.
made
No,
out of
I know what you're
guava
talking
instead.
about. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I had, and that was really good. But
yeah,
maybe that'll be for the future. That's not going to be for
yeah,
part two though. Maybe we'll
yeah.
do a part three.
Honestly, I could see this becoming a series.
Yeah, I would be down for it, but we also don't want to infringe on anybody else's style. So
Yeah, exactly.
only disadvantage. I'm gonna say this disclaimer too. We're not having these drinks cold, or I'm not at
Yeah,
least.
yeah. Me neither. So
This has kind of been sitting here for at least maybe 2-3 hours. No, maybe more, in room temp. So yeah, if you enjoy things cold, I definitely would say if you ever have this, chill it first.
right.
But yeah, let's go ahead and try this.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Go for the nice.
Under the tags for this
Spoken
episode, we're
sound.
definitely gonna put ASMR as one of the
Yeah, no,
tags
no
for
kidding.
sure.
Yeah, put an ASMR tag of just eating. Okay, here we
Absolutely,
go.
yeah.
All right,
All right,
so
cool.
I say do a big sip and then that's it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, here we go. Three, two, one.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is definitely that shows you just how little like juice I really have.
Yeah.
I could I felt the difference immediately.
Yeah. So Zach, since you're the one that hasn't had like a Jumex, tell me what you thought about that first sip.
Okay, that was I expected it to be sweeter. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, that hits you right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was not like a sugar rush. That was like a trickle. Then hey,
Mm-hmm.
here's a bunch of flavor. It's like half a second of like, wait, is this juice? And then nope, here's all this flavor.
Yeah, and I was immediately reminded of what I was saying before about like how like a lot of juices have like the sort of like clear texture to them in the mouth.
Yeah,
There's not really a lot of that. You feel this is gonna sound gross the way I describe it because I can't really
yeah.
think of a better way to describe it. But you definitely feel a lot of the juice particles and stuff like that. You definitely feel
No,
like sort of
I
like
do. Like
pulp.
definitely.
Yeah.
The only thing is about this, keep in mind for, and again, this is for our listeners. This is from concentrate, so this is not like purity of everything.
No. Yeah.
But as I mean, most juices are concentrate, so
Yeah.
yeah. This definitely hit me. Like it it feels stickier. I want to say
Mm.
like this feels not stickier, thicker. That's what I would probably say.
Yeah. Thicker for sure. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that.
However, I will give it props. I will give it props. It does taste exactly like an apple.
For
Like I
sure.
still have the same feeling of apple as like if I bit into it and like I got
Hmm.
that taste.
Absolutely. I definitely feel
So
like one of the oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say like so like when I drink any other juice, like I said, Minute Maid, Tropicana, stuff like that, I don't really taste that as like a real juice.
Right, yeah.
This I feel like yeah, this is definitely the real fruit, the real flavor.
No, absolutely. Like it definitely feels like someone like literally like, pressed down some apples with like a hydraulic press and like you added some sugar to that and you this is what
Yeah.
you got. Yeah.
Now, also my only thing is though, maybe because I feel like I would need to have this chilled though.
Absolutely, yeah. I
Yeah,
definitely
I
think the experience is downplayed by the fact that this I wouldn't even say this is warm. It's more like room
it's
temperature.
room temp. Yeah, it's room temp. So for me, it's like it's not bad, but I definitely want to try this again chilled. And,
Absolutely, yeah.
flavors vary for this. This isn't like the other snacks we're having, where it's like a bunch of like, hey, this is a quick snack that's a consistent flavor every single time you have it. No, this is like
Hmm.
different. They're going to be different flavors for this. So yeah,
Yes, precisely.
yeah.
But
But I mean, I
yeah.
feel like I'd finish this at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, Zach, since you're the one that hasn't had this, what are we thinking in terms of score?
Um, let's see. I can't give it the most accurate score because again, I feel like I need to have it cold.
Yeah, fair.
But I feel like there's something else in the drink. Like I said, it's thicker,
Hmm.
but it feels like almost there are little particles, like you said, the juice particles there.
Hmm.
And maybe that's just American drinks spoiling me on like not having that there, or me not getting used to quote unquote real juice.
Right.
Um, 72.
72? Fair?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably what I would do. At 72, at least for the apple flavor. And again, room temp.
Absolutely. So for me, it's like you were saying how you could finish this. For me personally, I feel like I definitely would like, I'll definitely finish drinking it, but I'm definitely doing this is like a when you're like the designated driver and you want to like take like little sips over the night and not finish like the
Yeah,
entire drink. I definitely feel like this is for me something like I would drink throughout the entirety of a day, not even like of a meal.
yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah,
starting to feel. Like I'm starting to feel it in my gut. This is not
it's
something
yeah,
that I should
it's
chug
it's
all at once.
yeah, it's pretty heavy. Like even like holding it in the can, it's pretty like dense in my opinion. So
Yeah, no,
like
no, it
it's
is, it is.
So I feel like just because of that, for everything else I've said, I love the flavor. I love the fact that it's a very unique experience as opposed to just drinking like clear juice that's like not like that uses very little juice from the actual fruit. Um, I would say if this were a little bit lighter, I would give it an 85. But because I can't really drink this as like a drink, if you know what I mean, like I can't drink this as like a meal.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah, yeah.
it's gonna have to be like an 80.
Really? Wow. Even with that,
Yeah.
it's an 80. Wow.
Yeah, because I still love the flavor and the unique experience of that actual fruit flavor, like really coming through.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, I
yeah,
get you. I get you on that. Well, all right, man. That's been our reviews, at least for this time around. Yeah, I know the episode is a little shorter than people are used to, but like we said, we're doing the part two to this, and
yeah,
that's kind of why. It's like there was no way we could get all of them done. It was
hmm
it was like it wasn't. It would be too long if we tried to do them all at once.
yeah. And then plus, I also feel like if we try to do all these at once, at a certain point, we'd kind of like hit that fatigue of
Yeah,
like
our
eating so
stomachs are
many
gonna hate
things.
us later. Like
Yeah,
I know we
exactly. So
had.
like,
So you and I both had lunch actually before we did these, which is why
yeah, yeah,
we
exactly.
also did the one bite take. Like I made sure to brush my teeth to get my palate reset and everything. But that's why I also
hmm
installed the rule of one bite take. So we're just eating one and then that's it.
hmm
So yeah. Um yeah, that's pretty much it for me right now. On like I would say that overall let's see. So we got I said like 63 for the cheeky, 90 for
Right.
the Goya, and this one I think was like 72 for the Jumex.
hmm
So for me, I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied with that. But I could see someone having these in like their lunch or as like that afternoon snack.
Oh yeah, no. I feel like most of these are definitely things you just have like I don't know, like I would definitely like have like a cheeky like while I'm like just sitting around with friends or something like that. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
definitely what I
oh
would think
yeah.
of.
Also for like these big packs of Goya, I didn't say this earlier, but I probably should. If you get the big packs, that's not just for you. That's for you and some people.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is something like it's either for you and some people or you're gonna like spread this out over like a few weeks, honestly.
No kidding. Like it is something to just behold, and I'm just like, damn. Yeah, but I think with that, I'm satisfied. I think it is what it is with like the food. Again, Goya probably still the best to me right now, but
Hmm.
we have more to come.
Yeah.
So make sure to stick around and check our socials and the YouTube channel. You can find me at Zach the SF, or you can find Javi at Mango Consumer on Twitter. And so you will hear about the next episode following this as we get a part two to it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate that you stopped by. And thank you again, Javi, for getting the snacks and bringing up and doing all of this.
Of course, I'm only fulfilling my role as a champagne poppy. Of course.
You have become Snack Master.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we hope to hear from you next time. But you want to know when the next episode is? Who knows? It's unscheduled. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.
See ya.